back for the finals. We will draw first, because this is definitely a draw first type of deck. We have 2 gatekeepers, a 2-drop I can't cast, and a removal spell, and 3 of our colors. Yeah, this is fine. If we draw any gate, this hand's pretty damn good, and if we just draw lands, it's going to be better. So, I think I'm okay keeping this. This should also be very good if he's an actual aggressive deck, assuming we hit our land drops. So, this hand is not the worst. I should have let off Orzhov Guildgate, maybe? I don't think it really matters. Drawing the other Guildgate there is pretty sick for the 2 gatekeepers, though. Blockade. So I think I'm actually just going to run out Guildgate. It's unlikely I want to Devour Flesh, and this lets me curve out Blockade into gatekeepers if I draw land. Very lucky with our land draws so far. I mean, we're still missing blue mana, but yeah, not the worst. Our opponent's stuck on mono white, apparently. 1/4 do nothing. Unless he has something on the ground, I guess. Oh, he's just stuck on mono white. Interesting. Well, I can't cast that. Let's put that in the blue cards I can't cast pile. And I need another land to cast anything else. So, yeah, I guess we'll pass. We're going to awkwardly stare at each other for a little while until one of us draws another land or something we can cast. Looks like he drew first. Growing ranks. That's probably a problem. Especially since Moto doesn't want it to be on the table, apparently. There we go. That could be an issue. This card is kind of a beating. Oh man, I still have stuff I can't cast? This is awkward. I have to actually discard here. That's unfortunate. I think I just discard Guildmage. This is unlikely to matter. It might be Deputy instead, but so much value. Yeah, I think Guildmage is the worst card in my hand. Phantom's probably a second best, or second worst card. But it depends a lot on if he actually has big creatures in his deck or not, and I'm assuming he's green-white. I might need to leave the chat out here, because Moto does not like this view very much. Apparently. Whatever this is, I'm probably Devour Fleshing it. Yeah, we're going to Devour Flesh that. Land? Alright, there we go. Still not a blue mana, but I'll take it at this point. And hopefully he doesn't get a way to make a token. But if he does, there's not much I can do about it right now. Like if he goes make a 5/5 ooze, we probably just lose. Well, let's get our 2 damage in. There's an argument for playing Phantom here, but that eats up 5 mana for the rest of the game. If I want to attack with it. So I think I'm just going to run out the Gatekeeper. Eyes in the Sky? Oh, make a 2/2. Okay, well that's annoying. I don't have a removal spell for this anyways that I could have cast, but still annoying. Now he gets a 2/2 Vigilance every turn. Awkward. Growing ranks is kind of poopy, but if you have the right cards in the right order, it can be very good. That's an Armored Wolf Rider, yep. Ethereal Armor, okay. That's a pretty big night creature. And I gotta take it. Alright. Land again, not the worst. So I can kill this knight, which I'm not sure I care too much about. Or I can just play Maze Glider and try and actually start attacking him in the air. This is going to become a problem, but I can't actually stop it, so I probably shouldn't bother. I feel like Maze Glider is probably going to do the most work here. I can also block the Knight if I want with Maze Glider, or just take a bunch of damage, since we can gain 7 back later anyway. Did you get all the Whispering Madnesses? I think so. I didn't even know he was talking. Alright. Draw a card, so he's digging. That's not the worst for us. This is still his only attacker, for what it's worth. If he attacks here, I'm probably just taking 4. My Maze Glider is too important to block. Oh, but that's interesting. Would I trade Corpse Blockade Gatekeeper for it? That's very interesting. I don't think I would. We can go to 22 and just play Leyline Phantom. The Gatekeepers are really good against these Knights. Yeah, I'm just going to take 8. That was a good draw, actually. Oh no, it doesn't matter, because I can't cast Deputy and Leyline on the same turn. But I'm not going to actually win this if I don't start attacking with this Maze Glider. It's also likely he has a pump spell of some kind. Yeah, we'll pass. The Deputy is a 2/2 flyer right now, which is sort of relevant with the Maze Glider, but I think the Phantom's going to hold back his attackers a lot better. I'm not sure these Knight tokens matter right this second, but they definitely can. Like, next turn I can go Deputy, gain 7 if I really want. Train Caracal. Okay, so he's definitely an Ethereal Armor deck. You do not play this card without a bunch of Ethereal Armors in your deck. That's just how it works. Oh god, what is this? So... could have like a Profit Loss, that doesn't do a lot. Alright, I'll bite. What do you got? Burst. Burst is fine. And then Reborn. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, so I lose Phantom and Corpse Blockade, so sacking doesn't matter. It felt like he had a Reborn defense, which was not actually that big of a deal, since the only thing I lose there is Corpse Blockade. But the Pump Spell plus Reborn was a bit more of a beating. Yeah, this is fine. I might just need to kill this thing. Ooh, that's so good here. Yep. That is insane here, actually. I could get a bunch of damage in with my Gatekeepers if I want. And then he has to replay all of his things. Does he get Ethereal Armor back, actually? It's a good question. I don't really care that much if he does. Is it worth the extra 4 damage to do it now, rather than wait on his turn? That is the question. Puts him at 10. I think it's worth doing now. That is a good card at this point in the game. That's for sure. And yeah, he does get the Ethereal Armor back. Makes sense. I just want to get the extra 4 in. We have a removal for the 4/6 if he Ethereal Armors it up anyway. This is probably Caracal 4/6. Maybe Armor? He might not Armor. The Silica Guards. So I can kill the wolf, get in for 7. He goes to 3, and then he needs to Growing Ranks, Ethereal Armor, hit back for 3. Puts him in a very bad spot. If he plays a flyer, it's a little awkward. I could always just leave up the Judgment and put him at 3 as well. Not sure I would kill this if he puts Ethereal Armor on it, though. I think I'm just going to leave up the Judgment. Leave my options open a little bit here. We're way ahead. It also lets me leave up Deputy, if I wanted to do so. I'd have to do something pretty silly to lose this game, or he'd have to have some pretty ridiculous card. One of the two. This feels like just the Growing Ranks again. Could be something else. Yep. Then if he Ethereal Armors up the Caracal, do I care? Kind of. So if he swings with both here, I can just eat the Caracal. Take 4, which I think is the plan. And then he's just dead on board. Swinging with this was super greedy. He probably has something else, though. Okay, nope, that was just incredibly greedy. Okay. Well then, 1 game 1. Longlegs is probably okay in this matchup. I like the Gatekeepers, though. This is probably a little better than Guildmage. The 2/2 body sucks, and the 5/4 is much bigger. I already have an answer to all of his tokens in my Cyclonic Rift. We have Far Away, which is good. Profit Loss is good against his tokens, too. I don't think I want Catacomb Slug. Rune Wing could be good, though. Over... Yeah, it's probably worse than everything I'm playing. It might be better than Leyline Phantom, though. Lets me actually attack through and kill him. Yeah, let's do that. Downsize is also a consideration, since if he alphas me at some point, I can just downsize and then kill him back. This card is actually kind of brutal in these types of matchups. I'm not entirely sure it's better than anything that I'm already playing, though. It might be better than Rune Wing. But, yeah. We'll try this. Moto does not like my backgrounds. 3 land, 2 removal spell, double Gatekeeper. Yeah, seems good. He put us on the draw again, which is awesome for us, since that's exactly what I want anyway. Gate in case we draw a Deputy and I want to cast it. Although I guess either Gate would work there. Crawl Warrior. Alright, got removal for that. Ooh. Alright, we're just going to run out Gate. This lets us go Sky Knight into Gatekeeper, which is pretty sick. Our deck is very good, actually. It's kind of insane. See if he has a 3-drop to follow up with. Voice of Resurgence has been called. Alright, that's a magic card. He got his money's worth. And he's in the finals of this draft, so that's pretty sick. Would I block Voice? Probably not. So I guess I just Sky Knight the Voice. Take my 2. This card is basically unblockable right now. And casting spells on his turn is probably a bad idea. Interesting. Killing the Voice is also crappy if he has a lot of populate. So this is kind of awkward. I'm pretty sure we're just taking 2, and then playing Gatekeeper. This is our way to actually kill him right now. I guess we can always Abrupt Decay the token. This is not going to be easy. Well, we'll see. This card's kind of a big deal. We can actually go long legs next turn if we want. Or Torturer, leave up Decay, which is probably better against his current board. Decay, leaving up Decay really sucks, actually. It just gives him a token. We would probably want to Decay on our own turn if we're going to at all. Yep. Play your pump spell. Don't care. Okay, sure. Alright, so let's get our 3 in. And then I think we're just going to Windrake kill his Crawl Warrior while we can. Yeah. We're just going to ignore the voice. I think that's the game plan. Because this is not relevant if we're attacking in the air. Okay, Herald, sure. Also not relevant right now. For the most part. Until he gets a growing ranks, anyway. Next turn we're probably just running on long legs. Alright, let's get our damage in. Long legs mean he doesn't really have an attack with the Herald. Or with the token, anyway. Actually, if I go Hired Torturer... Let's think about this. So if I go Hired Torturer next turn and I draw a land, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total damage, which straight up kills him. So if I draw an untapped land next turn, I can just straight up kill him with the Hired Torturer. I'm taking 5, though, to do so. I think it's safer to run out the long legs. It's close, though. Yeah, make it 3-3. Short. Either way, he got his money's worth and quite a bit more out of this draft. So I'm sure he's happy. It is worth going for the win to some extent. Killing Voice. I mean, Voice is just worse than the token it would give him if I block, and the 2 damage doesn't matter, so. Yeah, that's a thing. Attacking with it might not even be good, because, I mean, now he has to chump. I'm just going to attack with everything here. He could have a Fog. It's the only real card here that does anything. I guess Burst does something too. Sure. That's not the worst. Block with Voice. Okay, sure. So attacking with long legs might not have been that amazing. I don't think it matters. This is still fine. I mean, he's just getting a 2-2. He probably should have double blocked. He's going to move the counter over to the Centaur. Okay. Why is he playing Bioshift? I'm confused. That value. Oh, man. So much. This is still fine. So he has 1 card in hand. I think Rune Wing just guarantees he dies next turn, so let's go Rune Wing, I guess. It's very unlikely we're dead. The attack with the long legs probably wasn't necessary. Digging. He only has 3 green mana, though. That's probably game. We'll take 6. He could have a Fog. To be fair, he could have Fog. Oh, 4 only. Interesting. I don't know what that means. I'm only attacking in the air, so... yeah. Attack for lethal. including through a predation. He has actual fog. In this case, I can spectacle the elemental token, so he has to make a centaur, which is probably good. Fog's the only real way he would have got out of this. The centaur token's similar to the elemental, but him not having access to elemental is actually way better for us. And he can still only attack with centaur here. Oh, he actually had predation in his deck too. Alright, interesting. Kind of wish I just played the Torturer now, a while back. But he probably had fog in hand the whole time. What is... Snapjaw doesn't do anything. Cool. So, game over. Alright, awesome. Got our 8 packs. Our deck is sweet. We even got to play... We got 6 rares out of this. Aw, man. Anyway, that was quite a bit of fun. Theros should be here in 2 weeks on Magic Online. And in the meantime, have fun at your pre-release. And I'll see you next week. Have a good one, folks.